What's this angry gif you've got going on?
You know exactly what this angry gif that I've got going on is.
No idea what you're talking about.
You do know. So it's angry.gif. There's no A in it.
Oh, that one. Right. Right. What was I doing?
Hello there,
Hello there.
General Kenobi. I've literally got the stream Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
You are the old one. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, no sound. Oh.
Oh, that could be a problem. You probably want some of that.
General Kenobi, is this better? Oh, that's not capturing. Bloody hell. Oh,
This is working well.
It is working now. Yay!
Oh, good, good.
Thanks for that, Dalek. I wouldn't have known for the entire stream if.
I think the audience would have been delighted.
Oh,
I
bastard.
mean, sort of myself as well, so you know. It's half the fun of it, isn't it?
General Kenobi! As I already said, people can hear. You are the bold one. Kill him.
Do we kill him? Do we have to? A
General Kenobi, yeah, we do.
lot of Bajorans.
Yeah. It's nice to have a new faction, isn't it?
This is an unacceptable amount of Bajorans.
Good morning, Max and Viking.
Well,
Oof.
that's,
Oof. That's painful.
who said this?
Draconian.
Draconian! We're gonna have words, mate. I'm displeased with everything that you just said and done.
We're doing alright, Obi-Wan. Doing quite alright. We're,
Did he say hello there initially? Because if he didn't, I'll be
Yes,
really...
he did. He did.
Magnificent. What's up, Victor?
Oh, Draconian said sorry, lack of coffee. I mean, that is a decent excuse, if anything.
It's a start.
Good morning, blood wine drinking Bajoran slave worker. There's definitely going to be words, isn't?
Almost certainly. What's up, Crashdown? So, I'm actually just going to speed up time a little bit to make sure that the war in heaven has still ended.
It's ended. I fixed it, Chris. I fixed your war in heaven problem. I fixed it.
As far as I can tell, it was Lavo's war in heaven problem.
No, you approved of the buff conduit too. If anything, it's Keith's fault. Hashtag blame Bane.
Standard.
I mean, it really is. He built the bloody thing.
Well, it was necessary at the time, and it wasn't causing any problems then, was it? Just now, got to do things differently.
You know what that sounds like?
Sounds
like
an explanation. Are you guys adding the Constitution class to the game? Well, let's just zoom in over here. Because Max has done something which I'm sure you'll all heartily approve of. The Maquis appear to have been in the shipbreakers' yards in order to supplement their meagre fleet of Jaegers and Condors. And lo and bloody well behold, without my approval or permission, it appears that the Connie belongs to the Maquis.
You know what the best part is of this all? I don't need your permission.
And they've also got some Saratogas, they've got some Tridents, Soyuz, Freederm. There's something else that they've got as well, isn't there? There it is. The Constant. I actually really like the Constant.
Yeah, so do I. I love that little dinky ship.
So, yes, you will probably be seeing more of the Constitution refit if you get a Maquis minor faction. Whether you'll be able to somehow acquire those hulls from them, I don't know. We haven't discussed that yet.
Nope. specifically nope. Just for
Hello,
torture.
let me guess. That's all Bajoran sail ships. The Bajor. I wish that was the case, but no. The way that this works is we've got the standard kind of Bajoran militia, if you will. The Perican, I think it is.
Perikian or something like that, yeah.
Ornithias, Sabans, Bestri assault frigates. Do we have any Janitzers? Actual Janitzers? Yes, there they are.
I figured out of the random bunch of them. I didn't really check what they had. By the way, guys, to watch what he's doing, you got to follow his stream because he's doing some.
Yep, and the reverse is true. In fact, what I'll do very quickly is I will link the Stellar Parallax official.
I'm just modeling a ship.
Max is currently working on some stuff at AOTF.
Not necessarily for AOTF, but it might make an appearance. It might not. This is one of those maybes. I'm just indulging my own weirdness.
I'll pop that in my chat so people can check out what you're doing as well.
You guys know where to find goals. One.
Now we've chosen when it comes to the Bajorans to include Cardassian stations because it's probably fair to assume that after the evacuation of Bajor, the great failure, a lot of Cardassian infrastructure, like DS9, would have been captured by the Bajorans or reused by the Bajorans. So I think it's a fair assumption that would occur. And the last one that are currently, and these are all down to Max, by the way. Is here they are. We have the Ferengi Traders.
Like a hurricane. Yeah, I did stuff for A3 again, guys. I'm sorry.
You shouldn't be sorry. We should all be delighted about this. But there we go. So we've also got Ferengi Traders in at the moment. It may well be.
What is this Yankee trader?
Yankee Doodle.
Yankee trader. Did you not see the that one episode of TNG where they first encountered a Ferengi?
Oh, I don't remember that one at all.
This is where it's like season 1 of TNG when the Ferengi were trying to be serious, and it was just a weird episode.
There we go. That's where we're at right now. And I'm quite happy with that. There's still a lot of work for me to do.
He doesn't like that part.
The changes that we've recently made mean a lot of our custom maps aren't going to be functioning as intended. Because what we've part of the overhaul means that the old capturable stations that you could find, they're no longer in the game, and you're going to be able to.
They done broke.
Yes, because they're broken. But you're now going to be able to utilise minor factions in order to utilise the same stuff. There are some things that we've left in. For example, here, some of these capturable ships.
Hi, Bernie. What series Ferengi? Yeah, it was an episode of TNG. I came right. First thing I see is Max working on the hated uses discovery, and Chris waxed the glorious Cardassian Union as standard. Right now it's practically the standard discovery, but it will be tweaked a lot. Basically, I'm building some basic of how it's quote unquote supposed to be, and then I'm going to tweak it to my own liking. Mostly the nacelles are going to be very different.
Stick at 8 times speed, and I'm just going to ensure heaven is.
I fixed the war in heaven.
I know you did, but repeat testing is the only way for me to be happy.
Believe.
Funny. Also, I've made further changes to the GSD, haven't I? So I kind of.
Oh God, yes, you
check
did.
and test, check and test. It's always about check and test. Seems fine at the moment.
So about that stream title. Oh yeah, let's just change that to 5. It was literally a line Chris said, like right as we were about to start the stream, like, yeah, let's change that number to 5, and they were like, yeah, that's the stream title. Let's change that to 5.
Seems legit though, right?
It is legit.
Yeah, all seems to be behaving quite well. I need to find a way so I can shoehorn the Shellyak in here somewhere. I'll find a planet type for him. Don't you worry about that.
Don't you worry your pretty little head.
Maybe one of the Class M's, because we've got kind of Class M Paradise planets. Zalconians are currently on them. And I think they're on several others. What I need to do is I need to make a list. I need to check it twice. Find out which enemy races have been naughty and nice. And then I'll replace one of them.
Pirate raiders
Huh.
detect.
Yeah, we can do that.
There are a lot of Bajoran militia, so I might well place one of them.
Which ones are the Bajorans on, for example? Give me an example.
There are lots of different types of Class M.
Right, seems good to me.
Just having a look at what else they might be on.
The Gentacs are out on the lot as well, the Talarians.
They are, that's true.
Pirate raiders detected.
Just my own voice in the background. You know how frustrating that gets.
Oh, yeah.
A hostile fleet has been detected approaching our territory.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, it's Caesar. Hi, Caesar. Caesar's now here.
Discord is lying to me.
What's it lying about?
It's claiming it's not picking up my mic.
No,
Ah.
it definitely is.
Okay.
By the way, you're
Yes,
live.
I'm back. I'm not in bed anymore, Max.
You're live.
I am live.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
just so you know.
Oh,
Thought that would be a
hello.
nice thing to give you a little bit of a warning. That.
Well, to the stream, I am out of bed.
There you
Max
go,
first called
folks.
me, I was in bed.
I know what you're talking about. Thought we were in bed.
In different countries, perhaps.
Yeah. But how's that different? It's exactly what I meant.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes. Hmm.
Right, so.
So, Caesar, how do you feel about the new patch we're doing for A3?
Oh, I'm happy it's going ahead.
Oh, Bernie Bear, question for Chris. By the way, I'm having a problem in City Skylines. I accidentally deleted a stretch of road of the preset highways on the map. Now, I want to replace that. Could you possibly tell me which type of road to use?
Well, what you can, you bastard, Bernie. You can go to highways, and apparently they're in there. But don't be deceived by the fact that they don't have pointy arrows. Don't worry about that. Just read the description as any normal human being that isn't me would do. There you go. I think that's...
That covers it.
Is that the right answer, Bernie? Max, there's a major bug in AOTF. There's no goal voiceovers. That is a major bug, isn't it?
Oh, God. Look, I don't think you understand how frustrating playing my favourite race, the Cardassians, is for me. Because not only am I talking to myself and to the audience, but I'm quite literally talking to myself as well. Twice. I can't cope. It's too much.
Is that why you're making a list and checking it twice?
Yes. All the bloody...
He says, yes, thanks. You've been helpful again today, Chris. Good.
Well, it happens once in a blue moon, doesn't it?
What's a blue moon?
You
Rare.
saw me standing alone, without a fear in my heart. But you know what?
So, Caesar, what is your contribution to the patch of Armada 3? I know what your contribution is, but for the audience, you know.
I don't know, I've just kind of tinkered with things over many months.
What's up, Catchillin? Chilling.
So we've adjusted some of the Romulan balance.
Oh,
fiddle
like
around
like
a little
was
bit with
that
economy.
was that really necessary to fix the Romulan balance?
A little bit, yes.
Little bit, just a little bit. Huh?
Just
I wonder where that person now who's always been claiming that, the balance of the Romulans was fine, there was nothing wrong with the Romulans.
just just a little bit. Hopefully the changes I've made are sufficient. If not, I do know what the next step will be, but hopefully that won't be necessary.
What would the next step be? I'm curious.
Well, currently I've adjusted shield mitigation values and ability cooldown times. The change I would make after that, if it's still a problem, is adjust the shield mitigation tech as well as the on top of the previous change, which is just the base value capital ship shield mitigations, and then also look at ability antimatter costs. Since by adjusting the cooldowns, we're essentially trying to reduce how often they're active. A second way to reduce how long they're active is to increase antimatter costs.
Yeah, so that that the regen will take over a bit.
So yeah, exactly. So the abilities on top of the cooldown may not necessarily be available straight away once they've finished their cooldown, because you might still be lacking antimatter. On top of that, really, I mean, broadly, the issue, as far as I can see, is just their capital ship survivability. Most of their frigates are fine. Their defenses are pretty much, I would probably say, the best. But I'm not sure they need necessarily tweaking themselves.
Are they simply the best?
They are. I love my graviton flux generators.
Better than all the rest.
Yeah.
Better than everyone.
Just the graviton flux generator. That's what makes them amazing.
Anyone I've ever had.
Yeah. Other than that, we've adjusted some trade values. We've fixed all of the planet costs. We've stripped out.
What do you mean fix all the planet costs? What was wrong with them?
Planet upgrade costs. So, for example, on the Class M Paradise, in order to upgrade your population, it would cost 1,130, I think, metal for every upgrade.
Working as intended.
Working as intended. So they've been adjusted. Potentially, if we think the credit income values are still extreme, we can look at the planet population values and see about tweaking them down a bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
We've looked at starbase build times. They've been corrected partially, possibly, hopefully.
What do you mean with corrected? What was wrong with them?
So it's just a case of some of them building quicker than they should be.
That's not too bad.
The original intention would be that outposts would build faster than regular starbases, as bereft to the fact they are outposts. We discovered that outposts and starbases had the same build time.
My fault. I
across
literally
the
copied the
board.
ability. I'll take the blame for that, guys. Guys, you hear that? I take the blame.
So
here's something too. Since we're streaming, this might be a good thing to talk about. There's been some discussion about the current upkeep system in Star Trek Armada 3. It confuses a lot of players. Do we still want it? And does the community still want it? Or should we go to something that's a little bit closer to stock?
I thought we already decided that we were not going to use it anymore.
I think it was our consensus that it's perhaps not the best thing in the world, but it's always good to put it to the people who regularly play the mod and and who follow us as creators.
You mean listen to your community?
Yeah, that one. I know. I'm not doing it the way game developers do.
I was going to say, are you bonking insane?
Put it to the people in some sort of
referendum.
Because that always bloody works well, doesn't it?
What does not conclude to some sort of break or exit of said union.
Stamad exits.
Some people would call this a Brexit.
Star Trexit.
Breakfast.
Oh. Currently knee deep in the
Balls
GST.
deep in
Let's stick with knee deep. Cutting some things out of the GST, but I need to do a test every time I do it because I'm scared.
Chris doesn't trust himself. Chris doesn't trust himself well enough.
Well, it's true. The GST is like notoriously finicky, and if I delete one wrong thing, then that's going to be it, isn't it?
Yep.
So I'm deleting a couple of groups, testing, and then so on and so forth, because at least that allows me to maintain control over the over where the
You
error
never
is
had
likely to be.
control. That's the illusion.
Maybe.
I was overwhelmed by the power of this place, but didn't have enough respect to it, and that power's out now. If you can find, if you know which movie that quote is from, you may or may not be considered for AOTF beta access.
Does that mean I shouldn't blurt it out?
If you want to be considered for access, then you should definitely blurt it out.
But haven't got the files. That's where you got the inflection on that. It's out now. Right, so what I'm doing at the moment, is just to kind of keep you up to date as to what I'm doing, is I'm in the GST, and we do still have a lot of the old stock spawn rules.
Stock spawn rules, right?
So I'm trying to remove those insofar as I'm able to, because they're just surplus to requirements in the GSD. We don't need them.
Okay. I should probably have another scour through the militia to check for intrinsic fucking.
There is still
Chief Officer,
something.
There's some, yeah. It's only one though.
Check the Ferengi ship.
Bays.
Ferengi.
The Decora,
Decora.
because I know the Decora at some point was a capital ship and then it was moved on to being a cruiser.
No, it wasn't.
I think it was designed as a cap.
Nah, mate.
Yeah, mate. Same as the
Nah,
Husnock.
mate. The Husnock is a cap, isn't it?
Nope.
Definitely built the Husnock as a cap. 'Cause it was
Yep.
so big.
And then it got moved on to being a cruiser, and now there are 3 variants of it
Why
in the
would
entity.
somebody do that? Who did this?
I'm sure there was a good reason for it. Probably something to do with spawn-ins. Alright, that all seems to be okay. Good. Alright.
Alright, well, if this is the right Ferengi cruiser, which is for Cruiser Decora, its abilities are fine. Let's check M_, see if there's anything here that looks like Ferengi.
Bajorans? Let's check the Bajorans.
I've been through them, yeah. Because essentially what I did was I went through the GSD militia spawns.
What you might be able to do, and I don't
just
know if
checked
this will
each one.
genuinely be quicker, but it might be.
Search intrinsic.
Well, I was going to say, in order to pare your results down, it might be good for you to control left click on anything that you know to be a cruiser or a frigate. Once you've got all of them, right click on them, copy, and then paste them into a new folder, and then do your search from that folder alone.
Possibly. Only difficulty there is, well, I say difficulty. Inconvenience there is making sure the ones I'm taking are all cruisers. And searching for them in the game info folder. They're not all going to be in the same region.
Sadly, I suspect you're right about that. Morning, Khan. We're doing okay, thank you. How about you?
Chris, how do you feel about this type of deflector on the disco or on the crossfield?
Let me take a look. I'll bring it over for anybody who's watching on my bit. Boop.
Instead of the round one.
It suits the shape of the ship better, doesn't it? And also you've got that nice confluence and continuance at the bottom of the deflector dish with the outside hull. So yeah, I think that works. What does everybody in the chat think?
Basically, it's a bit more based on the Columbia deflector, so I'm going to completely rebuild it based on a box instead of a.
Are you planning on having a spine coming out the front of it, or are you just going to leave it?
Yes, I am.
Oh, cool. I've always liked those. I think my greatest preference would probably be the TMP style deflectors. I really like them.
Well, who doesn't love them?
Even though they're arguably simpler than any of the other deflectors in Star Trek. Because they're just kind of a block of color, really, aren't they? More than anything else. But there's something magical. Magical? Yeah, that's a word. That's a new word. I made it. There's something magical about that block of color. It really draws you out.
Beautiful, magical.
It wouldn't be any of the random event spawns.
Can be.
I think that tends to happen prior to any random event spawns occurring.
Right.
No, not always. It appears after Autosave 3, which is exactly the time random events and Outlaw start appearing.
I've had it immediately. But it's a good thing to look through them anyway. May as well try and get everything right that we can.
Dalek, it's just I don't know. I just feel like I could do better.
Morning, Tozzy. Oh, good God, what time is it? It's 11:25 for me. Oh God, time flies.
Time flies when you're spooking the bingle.
That's the one. Standardized template. They show random very heavy. I think we technically use that anymore.
Might be loaded on one of the planet types.
That's why I'm doing my checking. First occurrence from the bottom. That's all there is.
Started from the bottom. Now we're here.
It's not used anywhere. Let's rid ourselves of it. That's one left.
Dalek says 11:25, nearly pub time.
Very close to being it. Oh God, hang on. I may have been wrong, folks. As we didn't do much. Check that first.
Caesar, how do you feel about this new deflector shape?
I mean, I don't really have much of an opinion on the Discovery in general since
This is for AOTF.
I know. But you're remodeling the crossfield, which is from it, so that's the basic comparison. Yeah, it looks fine.
It's kind of based on the deflector of the thingy.
A lot of wanking. Deleted 2. Let's do it. Always with the testing.
Always testing.
Caesar, are you going to have some time to perhaps go through our created maps with me at some point over the next week or two?
No.
Probably.
Because there's going to be some fixology needed, given the deletions from the GST.
That's in finding out what maps we've got, finding out what planets we need to replace with maps.
That's right, yeah.
Finding out what maps
Because
and
there are
lost planets
some maps that we'll have that will intrinsically have the old station spawns.
Yep.
So we'll just need to replace those with something else, and then the map should function.
Okay.
Theoretically.
That's fine.
What's up, Krolter? How you going? I'm going to look through the template militia, local desert fair, stuff like that, because I suspect that we don't use those anymore either. And haven't used them for about 6 years.
It's hard to tell because there's quite a lot of planets in the files that you think possibly sometimes could show up.
I know the only proper stock one that we use is Terran Home.
Yes, and I'll be ignored. Haven't fomented any problems. Something suddenly doesn't have any defenders. Nope. Oh, well. Okay, so round of deletions was
Round 2.
Fight!
Pretty much that. Yep.
Chris,
yes, dear.
what song is that? Jedi Party!
We've got a
Fresh.
template default start desert as well. No, it doesn't.
Right, so 14 people watching. We've got a lot of people watching right now, Chris, on my end. It's,
Good.
yeah. So I'm just modeling in a new deflector to keep myself a bit more active as well. To tell people what's going on. I'm basically now modeling in the deflector dish and adding detail to it. I've gone for a more like USS Columbia style deflector, unlike what it's supposed to be.
Not this boarding ability, is it? No.
Famous last words. think we can get. Oh no. Interesting. Local militia, very weak, uncolonizable, does use our stuff.
Yeah, some of them I replaced. Basically, in the beginning, I replaced all of the stock stuff to use our stuff, just to use our stuff, and then went further and we created our own templates.
I'll leave the very weak, uncolonizable for the time.
Might as well just assign the planet the proper one at this point.
Perhaps so. After I've worked this out. Standard very weak first.
Hmm?
Thanks,
What was
Tozzy.
said?
Tozzy is suggesting that I will pose for him.
That?
Yes, it's exactly what it sounds like.
In the nude?
No, in a thong.
Ah, disappointed. Should be in the nude.
Want to say sorry, but I'm really not. Right, let's see what kind of havoc that this has played.
But yeah,
Go on.
yeah, for the nacelles. The hell do I come up with that for this thing?
What are your thoughts?
What are your thoughts on what?
What you want to do with the nacelles?
Well, I want to make them similar to the Axonar nacelles, but not 100% similar.
Right.
Kind of want to make the ship more of a mix between Enterprise and Axonar.
Okay.
That's why I've put these kind of NX
The
style
dual spines, yeah.
yeah, the Columbia style dual spines. Let's get rid of the planes anyway.
Come back to you in a little bit, and hopefully I'll see what you're up to.
Yeah. They do have to be round though, they have to be round themselves. You used to Connie in the thing. In the picture. Hi Viking! Have you tested LTF yet?
I honestly have no idea what this intrinsic could
He
be.
says he's been very busy. Well, that's just not true, is it? Chris, long nacelles or short nacelles?
I prefer the short ones, but it's got to be what's going to suit the ship, isn't it? Acceptable number.
We serve the collective.
Max,
Yes.
that program we're using,
Which one?
is there the one you got at the moment, one you're on right now? Is there a button there that you've never pressed?
Yes, plenty. Why?
Just out of curiosity, I was just curious.
What he means is press it.
You very clearly know what you're doing, but there's a lot of buttons there, and I don't have a clue what any of it is.
Well, these are the ones I never use.
Right. Is it a choice, a style
Yeah.
of choice, or they're just unnecessary?
Oh no, that depends on what kind of stuff you're doing. So a lot of these are real useful. Like this one's a quick slice, which you can just use to do that and do a slice, which I shouldn't have done. But plus, I already also know a lot of quick hotkeys, so that does save me time.
Right.
I'd love to see more Star Trek stuff in Space Engineers, Tozzy. I really would. I think it can be a difficult thing to do because visible thrusters aren't a thing really in Star Trek, so you'd certainly have to consider
Well,
what
they
you
are.
wanted to do there. Maybe get a modded thruster block that doesn't damage things.
Well, thrusters are definitely visible in Star Trek.
Yeah, but not of the size that you get in Space Engineers.
Oh no, heavens no.
You could use those, you know those ones with the horrible sound? You know those brrrr ones? The mod.
I do not know, but I now know that there are horrible ones that go.
Yeah, they really are.
Right. That's that pulled. Let's load up and see if I get intrinsic errors and possibly maybe try and identify what the cause is. Because I can't see it looking through the files.
Why are you not using find in files on Notepad++?
No, that's not what I mean. It's I can't find what ability is intrinsic that's tied to a militia frigate. Looking through the galaxy scenario def of militias that should spawn.
Random event.
Yeah, I know.
Or something that is spawned through one of the ships that uses the random that uses that system. Yeah, Mayo. Which ones?
The plasma storm. Militia. Nebula weak. So we'll leave those in.
Hello, Hobbs.
Boo.
Ah!
Morning, Hobbsy. How you doing?
I didn't
I'm
know he
alright.
was in the call. I'm so scared. Did you add him,
I-
Chris?
I did.
Ah.
I just beamed in.
Have you been watching what I'm doing?
I only just realised what you were doing.
Do you hate me?
What are you? Are you just replacing the whole thing now?
I don't know. Just building a thing, Hobbs. Just building a thing. Does this make you angry? .gif.
I just don't know why we need it.
I just got bored and I wanted to model it.
You met Max, right?
Yeah. I mean, you could make one of the ships that we don't have yet.
Like?
I don't know, one of the Romulan ones? Or one of the stations for the miners or?
I just wanted to do this, alright? I'm gonna build the boring ass. I was gonna build a thingy. Suliban cargo ship.
Yeah, why don't you build that?
Because it's a 5-minute job and I wanted to do something that was a bit more of a challenge.
That we don't need.
It's not the point, damn it! Stop enjoying this, Chris.
I regret my decision
What decision?
to come on here.
Fucking end you. And I know you don't regret it.
Anyway, how goes the great culling?
Well, the great
Oh,
culling.
yeah.
I did some stuff today. Oops. You'd be
Yeah,
surprised.
I believe that when I see it.
Check the commit log.
Yeah, this is all fake.
Are you still in wakey wakey mode?
Yeah, this is all lies.
I even used your template.
You even stole my Ferengi logo.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's lies and slander.
I'll allow it.
Then maybe I did do it. But yeah, Hobbs, our GSD, the AOTF GSD, is actually really clean
Shut up!
and already like fully functioning, and like it's got pretty much every stock thing removed. The only thing we need to tweak is the list of stuff it spawned that it can potentially spawn in the GSD.
TDN says, have Stellar Parallax ever thought about breaking away from mods and making a game for themselves?
Yes, but money and time.
No, I don't think it's just that. I think it's knowledge. I don't think we necessarily know enough about either existing game engines or even making our own game engine to really think about it right now.
And to really, really make one, yeah. I mean, it's a lot more work than people think. People think, oh, if you can make mods, you can do that. That's not how it works.
One question I do have is, do we have an ability set up that will actually allow for the capture of the minor factions yet?
I think if Chris did it right and he copied the new stock envoy's goodwill ability, then yes. If not, then no.
Okay.
What's this?
Did you copy over the new stock goodwill ability?
No, I haven't done that yet. That's something that
Then
still
no.
needs to happen.
Okay, that's fine. Just wanted to check.
What's different with this crossfield than the last one?
It's completely different. It's a bit more enterprising on the deflector, and it's a lot more like the one that like in the show.
That's why I hate it.
Except it doesn't have the weird gaps. And it's going to have normal nacelles.
Can you boolean out the source gaps?
No.
Oh.
I'm not going to boolean out the source gaps. You see, everybody says the Unity engine is easy to learn, but it's not. There's just a lot of shitty Unity engines. I wonder if somebody's vaping.
It's because I'm bad at games.
What?
It was a comment I got a while back on YouTube. Basically, it's somebody calling me a cunt. He's like, "You're just vaping and bad at games." Correct. I don't know why you're drawing my attention to something I already know, but thank you.
It's weird though that he would do that. Somebody would do that.
People like leaving nasty comments as much as they like leaving nice comments, and While I do
I
accept
think I
that.
like leaving nasty comments more. If we're gonna be
Maybe,
perfect.
maybe. Maybe they do.
Oh, we got Mark.
Well, either way, he was totally right in what he was saying, and I gave him a bloody horrible answer, and I still feel bad about it.
You fucking cunt! I fucking cunt!
It wasn't quite that bad, but I wasn't far off.
I know where your fucking house lives, you fucking
Okay then.
If I see you around this neighborhood again, I'll have your teeth.
Big teeth.
Yeah. You're gonna go all tooth fairy on his ass.
Oh my, we got two constitutions over here.
Oh yeah, Max.
Yes.
Did you see all the errors I posted in the
Yeah, it's that's easy to fix. It's just which map did you load up?
the one? Well, you said you fixed them all, didn't you?
I thought I fixed them all.
You fool.
Says, if Stellar Parallax had a fully detailed plan on a game that we wanted to make, would we consider doing a Kickstarter? Yes, but we'd need a really strong plan, and we'd need to know exactly what we wanted to do in order to even consider doing something like that.
Nazis in space.
There's no point going in half-baked.
I mean, if you're gonna go baked, then might as well bake yourself fully.
But you
Well,
know
that's
what?
why Max is on the team.
You need a really, really good plan in order to justify what you're asking for.
Plus, have you seen how organized?
The thing is, at the moment, because we don't make money on this. This is just a hobby. There's no I could stop today and not feel any pressure, as long as I mean, you guys are my friends, so obviously I wouldn't just do that. But still, there's not that.
I'm concerned.
Bye. But if there's money involved and an obligation because of a Kickstarter, and this is, that becomes an actual job, and then that's stressful, and might not be what
it does become different, and it's certainly something that you have to
changes
consider.
the dynamic quite considerably.
Plus, I get to yell at you people, like for real.
Who says you're my boss?
I was going to say we'd have to have somebody who wasn't a nutter.
Yeah.
So none of us really. It would have to be
Yeah.
somebody.
I'm not gonna get some generic manager dude to join our team.
Orion. Give it to Orion.
You know
just,
what? Let's
just
let's
meme
give
us
it
into
to Ryan.
submission,
Let's-
wouldn't it?
Dalek Seth says we seem more organised than most developers, and that's what we aim to do, to seem more
That's definitely
That's the core of it. We look at.
That's the Stellar Parallax secret. Now, please take yourself out and back and follow Mr. Johnson, who will have you shot for finding out our secret.
I think
like one of those North
I think
Korean
the real
village facades,
difference.
there's just nothing behind it.
I think the real thing
Just
that
the
binds
cardboard.
us as
Oh,
developers
okay.
is our friendship. I genuinely do. We spend,
Way
from what
too
I
much
can
time.
tell, we spend more time chatting with each other and actually just being friends than most development teams do. And I think that really we encourage each other to get some work done, and
And be
we
weird.
care about each other. Simply put. You fucking dick.
Take that back. Take that back now.
I
Absolute.
mean, I
bag of
thought we weren't
dicks.
going to lie to the audience.
What's the ornithea? Is that Bajoran? Yeah.
Yes, that's a word.
What it's called?
Onomatopoeia.
Yeah, that's on.
Magrathea?
You're causing me difficulty, sir.
Only now? What's wrong with you?
Dealing with something that's been bothering me for some.
Max.
Yeah, don't look behind you, man.
One hitman, please.
Shh.
Cannot be expensive, though.
Yes, I'll hold.
MI6, how can I help you?
These poor Ferengi marauders getting murdered by Folians.
I'm cool with it.
Actually, marauders are
Get
meant
jiggy
trade
with it.
ships.
Na 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 na. Getting jiggy with it. Na 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 na.
Na.
Ah, Will Smith, you should never rap again.
Oh, what are you saying? Will Smith is a dude.
He's a dude. That's why he shouldn't rap. Rap's like for bad people.
Is it?
What about the Fresh Prince theme?
Yeah, that's different.
We wouldn't have that.
You see, there's exceptions to the rules.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Oh, it angers me so much in making this.
What, me?
Yeah.
Not
Like
like,
Groundhog Day
it's
with
not
you.
like you to be frustrated with a decision of Max's.
Oh yeah. It's like Groundhog Day. We're on repeat, going round again.
And again, and again, and then... And then...
And then, and then, and then, and then.
And then...
Yeah, all of that. So what are you putting into the mod now? I'm changing a bunch of the defines in order to correctly reflect the races. Because one thing I was finding is the Sono were owning things like the Connie, and that was bothering me somewhat, so I'm just fixing it.
Well, how do you know they don't own a Connie? You could have bought it at an antique show.
Antiques Roadshow.
Antique Space Roadshow, yes.
They bought it off Admiral what's his name when they were doing his trade.
Ah, yes, Admiral Stretchy Face.
So this is more of a fix for something that's been bothering me.
Max,
Yes.
how many Ferengi trade ships did you actually set to leave?
I kept it at the value that it was before.
Which was?
If I didn't change the value, how do you think I...
Because there are a
lot.
lot.
I know there were a lot. I noticed that. But I felt, you know what? Caesar's gonna look at this. You see, you hear that, guys? He's laughing inside. He's crying.
Yeah, because these trade ships are just both like there's two trade ports on this map. Both of them are coalescing at this Class C Geo inactive, and both of them are getting murdered by the brain.
Oh yeah, I told Chris that he needed to make them tougher.
Get around to that in my next push.
Instead of 300 and 250.
Basically, I thought the nice idea would be, Caesar, that the Ferengi had like stronger trade ships, like hull-wise, than anyone else.
Okay. Seems rather novel.
Eh.
Since most don't tend to go out of their way to try and murder trade ships.
Actually, every AI in the game always attacks trade ships first.
And colony ships.
Okay then.
Today Caesar learned.
Today, Caesar learns that the AI is still stupid.
Correct. That's
Well, speaking of the AI still being stupid, do we want to change those defines at all, as we were discussing last night?
Didn't think he'd do that already.
I think he probably did it for AOTF, but he didn't do it for us.
He copied STA3 values because Bane tweaked those back in the day. Hobbs, how do you feel about this nacelle?
What have you gone? Alright, where's my Discord?
It's not finished, but the start of it.
I think it's so bad you should stop immediately.
And just do it. I'm out of AOTF stuff.
What is that going in STA3?
What? No, it's not going in STA3.
So you're already doing AOTF stuff? I'm
Yeah,
confused.
yeah, but you know, like.
I'm confused.
You know what I mean?
I'm so confused.
No, but seriously, what do you think?
By the correct race. Lovely.
No, in all serious, Hobbs, what do you think?
I think it's shit.
Seriously?
No, it looks good. I need to. I can't remember what the first one looked like. Is it on
Yeah, it's a lot less long. It's a lot more like it's a lot more condensed.
Has the old one been bugging you?
Yeah, especially the deflector area. How it was really cobbled together and the things don't line up. And this one is a lot more. You know, it's actually like a Columbia-like deflector.
Okay.
Also, I felt like it was too much of a kit bash.
Well, didn't you build that one before the show was out?
Yeah,
Yeah. Don't delete that. If you press the delete button, I'll kill you.
actually, I was going to do something to make my life easier when texturing stuff.
So you're just going to cut it out and have the holes.
Whoa!
That's cool.
So I might shrink. What do you think?
2 seconds.
Actually, I think the single layer was better. Yeah, that's better.
Oh, cool.
So I think I'm going to add the torpedo launchers in the neck here. Or I'm going to add them in the actual little dome here, you know, like a Connie style.
Oh, I think I need Federation proxy.
That.
Okay, so what I'm doing at the moment is I'm adding player names, if you like, to capturable ships, like for example, Bajor and Militia. Now correctly own this ship.
Yeah.
One of the derelicts. I'm noting that the ships
They'll spawn. They'll spawn thingies, outlaws.
That doesn't bother me. No, but what is bothering me is I'm getting missing player spawn indexes, and that's because I suspect I don't have an NPC player for the playable factions. If I add NPC Federation, you with me?
Yeah, I get you.
So I think I'm going to have to do that. It's not a problem. Shall do so. I'm going to leave the minor factions at the top for you and put them underneath.
But yeah, Hobbs, about the nacelle. I mean, I added the little wrinkle that it has on the glowy bit, which it does have in the show, but I'm not entirely happy with that.
Right. What was that 3D website that you put stuff on?
Sketchfab.
Yeah. Have you got the old one on there?
I think I do.
Let's have a look.
No, I don't. I don't actually. No, I do not. I do have it on my Instagram. Picture of it.
On the gram.
Yeah, found it. Let me see if I can find the picture.
I'm just being so lazy that I don't want to launch the game and spawn one in.
I've been having an issue where I tab out of sins and the game black screens. I think that was an issue with me a while back, and I think I just updated my drivers and it sorted it out.
Usually just changing your resolution will also do the trick. I'm changing it back. Look, Hobbs. Oh. Just gonna try something crazy. Oh, I think I might know how to fix the problem.
All good?
Yeah. Sorry?
Are you winning?
Winning!
Oh, Chris, did you ever work out what that shipyard thing was that you were talking about yesterday?
Hmm?
You remember the Cardassian frigate yard that you mentioned to me yesterday?
It's something that somebody else reported.
Because I loaded it up and I couldn't find any missing strings or any moanings or anything, so
yeah,
I don't know.
it's something that somebody else. Right, I can't talk to the veracity or the correct,
Okay.
or whether it's correct, I should say.
It'll probably pop up again and be something that I completely...
What was the error?
There was the
A
Cardassian
string not
frigate yard.
found. Apparently.
There was a string not found, but when I loaded it, it was fine. So, who knows?
Who knows what is going on? I'm not happy with that.
You gonna merge those bits of that lip in together?
What? Oh yeah, I am. I mean these.
No. The bit you selected.
Yeah.
You see that? Okay, stop moving.
I'm actually hold up. I'm gonna get rid of this thing, and I'm gonna seal it up again, and then I'm going to do it again because I'm not happy with the result.
Okay, I will mention it because you might probably fix it by yourself anyway.
Crazy idea. Cardassian Wars mod. Would anyone play that? Of course we would.
Yeah. Can't talk more about the subject though. Illegal in the mod team. You know why, gentlemen. But I cannot get a good inspiration for the nacelles, so I'm gonna stop it now, and I'm gonna build something else.
Don't cheer yet. Don't.
Are you gonna make a new NX model?
How'd you know?
Are you gonna make a new D7?
No, I wouldn't replace your work.
Are you gonna make a new Suliban ship?
Maybe.
I played the shit out of a Cardassian Wars mod.
So would I. Right. I do like. You know what I do like about this version, though? I like the way the neck connects to the body more than the one we have now.
Yeah, the other one looks like it's just like slapped in there.
Exactly. That was my.
But I prefer how the wings attach to the body in the older one.
Why?
I don't like it being like a right angle and sharp like that.
I can still. I don't know if I can still tweak it to be less sharp, but.
It's mainly the top of the wing to the neck.
But like it would be
Yeah.
smoother here.
Or you know how on your other one it's kind of like bulked out.
Yeah.
I prefer
Well,
that.
that's
but-
part of what I didn't like about it. So.
How you
Feel
getting
like
on,
the saucer
Chris?
better.
Fine, fine.
Right, what was I going to make? Let's have a look at what AOTF needs doing, actually. I'm going to make abilities. And I need to find my book of abilities. Or my notebook of abilities, actually.
We like to call it the Book of Re.
It makes that noise when you open it as well. It's just like.
That's insane.
Let me open the book.
There's an echo in here.
No, it's just me flipping the pages.
Okay.
Alright, I still need to make battle hardened and threatening chant. Passive armor increase slightly decreases speed. And threatening chant. I don't know if threatening chant works. I might make threatening chants an AoE.
What were you planning on making it do originally?
Debuffs target best use in combination with Death Beam. You know the Death Beam that it's got?
What's this for? The
Devastator.
Goof.
Sorry, I didn't have enough cotton balls in my mouth yet. Hold up, I need something that I can put in my mouth that is not going to hurt me. Knife? Bad idea. There we go.
That's the
Right,
one.
time for some cocaine. Ah.
Bit early in the day, isn't it?
With cocaine, I actually meant nose spray because my nose is.
New cocaine nasal spray.
To get you going at the.
Wakes you
to
right
get
the fuck up.
That would sound like hotcakes. I know you are, but that's not the point. Right. Battle hardened first. Which ship has an ability? I think the Fed. One of these has like Mark III hull or something that I can just copy paste. Mark III polarizing hull. Cruiser. Now that's a cruiser. I need a cap. Yeah, there you go. Attack cap. Advanced experimental space frame. Klee. Ability. Devastator. Devastator underscore.
Alright, let's see if I've got this fixed. And then I'm going to have to end the stream because I should have been gone about 10 minutes ago.
Nope.
Yeah. All the shouting I can hear in the background.
This is
Ah, it's South Park.
so considerate of you.
Klee ability Devastator battle hardened. Klee buff Devastator battle hardened. So need the entity manifest first. Add entity to the manifest of the Kuvma.
Kind of understand that.
I love the fact that Randy Marsh is Lord. Yeah, I am Lord. Feeling good on a Wednesday.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, no, mate.
You guys don't watch South Park, do you?
Seen it many moons ago.
Plea ability.
So was the problem that if it didn't have a race on the map as a player, it wouldn't assign the neutrals to that race?
Yeah. So it not a race on the map. It just simply needed a minor faction. There we
Oh, I see.
Not a minor faction, but a minor race file. I fixed the war in heaven though, which is glad. Which is good.
Ready to
A lot
build.
less intense as it was.
Battle hardened.
See, Connies do spawn all by themselves, and you can get them.
No, that's a myth.
Why are the lights on?
Because they're saving power.
It's like the Mary Celeste, isn't it?
Yeah.
What?
Don't know the Mary Celeste?
I don't know who Mary is, and I don't want to be a.
Only one that is going to cause it.
It was a ship that was abandoned, but all the food was still warm and on the table, and everything was left exactly how it was if people were there, but there was no one there.
Weren't they just hiding?
Yes, Max, you've solved the mystery of the Mary Celeste.
Took a couple of 100 years. Easy.
Oh,
Easy,
only
easy,
they
good, good.
knew that they were just hiding.
Yeah, they were just hiding. It's easy. Come on, guys.
8472. We'll consider it one of the spawned in ones that belong to the Cardassian. Push that.
Clay buff attack. Devastator. Battle hardened. Yeah.
So devastating.
I need the Sins Def. Sins definition viewer. Right, folks. Let's see if we're getting a lot of stuff done today. I mean, 3 minor factions now, and I'm out of 3. That's. Oh, fuck me. It's more than an OTF. Speed. ST. Linear max speed. There we go.
There we go. That's the minor factions. Not minor factions. Spawning ships rectified. They now all spawn as a corrected faction.
Yes.
That was really annoying me.
Yeah, it's a little annoying thing. It's bugging me too.
And that's pushed, and I'm afraid, for me, that's got to be the end of my stream.
Well, that's just unacceptable.
So, folks,
So long. Farewell.
I'll
for all the fish.
say goodbye.
But, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you in the next one.